Hey, welcome back. This is lesson 31, equations with distributing. Alright, so just a quick couple notes here. You're going to have to, obviously again, be a problem solver. If there's a problem, something you're not sure about, think about what can I do to fix that part first. So remember, our split variables, I would have to move one of the variables to the other side. There's something with distributing, I may want to distribute first. Once I'm done with that, I will have a two-step equation. If you recall, distributing really is just a fancy word for multiplying, and I'm multiplying across a set of parentheses. So here I'm going to do 3 times x, and I'm just going to write that as 3x. And then I'm going to do 3 times 5, and I'm going to get a positive 15. Oops, moved it, there we go. 3 times 5, and I'm going to get a positive 15. And now I have a two-step equation. Again, you can pause the video at any time to copy down these notes, and I will show the check just right underneath it. Let's shrink this down a little bit, a little too big. Okay, cool. Now I'm going to solve normally. I'm going to identify operations. So in this equation, I have adding and I have multiplying. It's a little trickier to see because I don't have a symbol, but it's adding and multiplying. Oops. So again, we follow inverse operations following SADMEP. So I'm going to get rid of the adding first and then get rid of the multiplying second. So to get rid of the adding, I'm going to use the opposite operation. The opposite of adding is subtraction. And I'm going to subtract on both sides of my equation. What will be left on the left side is 3x. The right side will be 30. Again, I like to put my equal sign in between. And then to get rid of multiplying, if you recall, we're going to do the opposite of multiplying, which is dividing. 3 divided by 3 is 1. Again, we write the 1. We don't have to write the 1. And 30 divided by 3 will get you 10. So my final answer is x equals 10. Again, to check, I'm going to rewrite the original equation that I was given. I'm going to replace, instead of x, I'm going to replace that with 10. Because I don't have variables on both sides, I really just have to do this one side of my calculator. And I'm going to do, where's my calculator? Here we go. 3 times 10 plus 5 are in parentheses, and I hopefully will get 45. And I did. And so my answer is correct. Yay. All right, so pause the video. I'm going to start the next one on a little bit, and then you're going to finish it up on your own. Okay, so 2 more questions. I'm not going to do all of the work for you. I'm going to kind of start it for you with the new steps that I'm just introducing today, which is the distributing component, and then you're going to solve the two-step equation that follows. So again, I see these parentheses, they don't make me happy. I'm going to address them first. To get rid of those parentheses, I'm going to distribute. So I'm going to start with 3 times 2. So this part will say 6x, and then I'm going to distribute the 3 to the 8, so 3 times 8, and I'm going to get 24, so obviously I'm going to write positive 24, because it doesn't say a negative sign, and I'm just going to rewrite that negative 6. Now I have a two-step equation that you should be able to solve. Again, taking a close look, take a minute. Right? The more you practice this, the more your brain will be able to do this faster and faster. What operations are here? And now I'm going to undo them. I undo them in a certain order following SADMEP. I'm not going to continue showing work here. Again, if you're this far in our videos, you should be comfortable with solving two-step equations. So I may give the answer for these, but right now I'm going to move on to this next one. This next one, again, distribute first. If I see these parentheses, I want to get rid of the parentheses first. I'm going to distribute. Again, I'm doing 3 times 2. I already did that before. I know that answer is 6 with an x next to it. And then 2 times 4. 2 times 4 is 8. So that's positive 8. And there we go. Again, I now have a two-step equation. It has two operations in it, adding and multiplying. And I'm going to need to get rid of the adding and the multiplying in order to isolate my variable. When I'm done, it will say x equals something, and that will be my solution. Again, feel free to solve these, and I will show you the answers, but not the work, on the next slide. You also not only need to solve and show the work, but you also need to do the checks. So please show 2 checks that go with these. And if you're not sure, go back and watch the one that I did first. Okay, so if you solve these correctly, the second question on this page, which is right here, should be x equals -5. And your final answer, the last question on this page, should be x equals 4.5. If you have a fraction answer, that might be okay as well. But again, you need to show the work in between these and complete the 2 checks to have complete work for today's lesson. So be sure you show all the work to solve and you do 2 checks. Looking forward to seeing you soon.